It's good to have you back here with us on We Connect. I'm having a delightful chat with celebrity chef Sanjeev Kapoor. He really is a pleasure to talk to. Now, we were talking about food now, and Sanjeev Kapoor is synonymous with Indian food and Indian cooking. Do you believe that Indian food and Indian cuisine now around the world has achieved the place that it should have a long, long time ago?
Well, I think it has achieved a lot, but there's yet so much that can be achieved.
Well, what would you say?
I would say that there are few limited things people know about India or Indian food. So, though in last 1 decade we have changed a lot from Indian food being just hot curries
and spicy and
killer.
killer.
So I think people know much more, but still there is so much that we have here that world needs to know. And I think even today, you go to America, it's all about saag paneer, samosa, onion bhajia, all of that. It needs to change. There's so many other cuisines that we have.
Right.
We need to.
But Sanjeev, would you say, Sanjeev, that this is because we ourselves are not propagating our own amazing cuisine and would you say that's really the reason?
100%, I would say, and it's not only outside of India, within India also.
That's true, yes.
So, like I live in Mumbai, and we don't have a world-class Maharashtrian food restaurant, for instance. So anybody who comes there, and I've been shouting from the roof, I say, God's sake, somebody open. Yeah, so now my friend has opened, and it's doing very well, but there's space for at least 100 Maharashtrian food restaurants in city of Mumbai. I think there is space for at least 100 Maharashtrian food restaurants in Mumbai, but we still don't have. So I know that there is a problem. People want to go the safe route, that this will work. Why try something which has a slim chance of success, is what they think. According to me, they would succeed more.
Right, you believe that now.
Sure.
Is there any one cuisine you see in your experience that is actually going forward, is more popular than the other states?
I think historically we have seen that the two popular one is from north, if you see, that has been very popular, and from south also now we are seeing. But I think going forward, we need to go open more layers, and so it should not only be food from South India. It has to be. So I think it is now reached a stage. I just launched a book for overseas market with foods from different parts, and I could see that people, we launched this in America. I did a 10-city tour, and people were really surprised. So they knew not only about Tamil Nadu, they knew about Chettinadu. And so they get really excited when you say, yeah, Chettinadu you heard of, it's Konganadu which you should know. So people have started to romance with different parts of India and its food. So which I think, which is a good thing. So people, wherever they are, if there is something unique, I think they have to talk about it more. They have to propagate more. And whatever I can do, I would do.
You are obviously doing it very well and most successfully. Now, you talked about, say, perhaps having more Maharashtrian food restaurants in Mumbai itself. Sure. Would you say then that around and outside of our country, we should be having far more world-class, really top-of-the-line restaurants that serve good Indian cuisine?
100%. I think there's a big need, and there are very few.
Yes,
very
that's
few restaurants. So you see the celebrated restaurants outside of India, they are doing more fusion Indian food, which I wouldn't endorse that too much, because but I would not write them off also, because at least they're introducing people to the idea of Indian food. It may not be the Indian food, it may not be the best Indian food. Some semblance of Indian food. So I would not get offended that why are they doing it. At least they are bringing people closer to it. But I still think there is a definite need for people to try foods from different parts of India, and within India also. Outside definitely, but within India also, we don't know what people eat in Northeast.
And we're very conservative in that respect, wouldn't you say? I mean, people from the south, wherever we go, we still want an idli, we want a dosa, we want a sambar,
Sure.
We're kind of conservative in our eating habits. I often wonder why that should be so. Is it just a touch of home?
No, I think it is more, I think it's pride.
Really?
Yeah, it's mine.
You're not homesick.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it's just feeling
No,
of
but
homesick.
that's the learning we have from airline
Yes.
food, that when you are going away from your home country, you want to taste the world. When you're coming back, you are homesick and you want to
Right.
taste.
Yes.
Very interestingly, the menus that I do for airlines, the research that we did, we thought that people are very conservative. They would not want to change. But what we realized, the best combination that people have is foods from all over India. So there may be a rice preparation from south with a curry from north and something vegetable from east maybe.
Right.
And that is, as a composite meal, it's been working really well, which we thought that it's a no-go. People would not like it.
Right. In fact, having said that, yes, I completely agree, because I've seen a lot of people on Singapore Airlines actually opt for your food as a main course choice. And that always delights me in a way, not having met you before, but however, now I'll be even more pleased. Now, Sanjeev, tell me, where does Sanjeev Kapoor go from here? He's done so many things. I know you did say that there's still scope. What are your plans?
I think in terms of food, my big objective is to see it as the most popular food worldwide. And
It would be lovely, wouldn't it?
It would be so much fun. And that's what I do. So if I have to train people anywhere in the world, I say, don't worry, I'll come and I'll do it personally. I will do it, and I will do it free. But you have to promise that, so if it is a hotel or a restaurant, you have to include that in your menu.
That's nice, right?
So I do that. So that's my big dream. That's something which I believe that it's I come to this hotel and there's so many 50 young chefs. They come and someone is touching my feet and saying, says, "Chef, you have made us so proud that now people meet us and they are not ashamed of meeting a chef."
Exactly.
That's something which now I believe I've achieved this. So now I want to see India where anybody looks at Indian food, they say, wow, this is the food we should be eating. And I think Indian food has that potential. It's not without a reason. It's not just I'm being emotional. I think the complexity that it has, the uniqueness it has, the goodness it has, there's so much to it that it deserves to be number one.
Right. Would you say, Sanjeev, that your books, your CDs, your show, and whatever, all the other things that you do, of all of these, which would you think is really the most popular aspect of your work and your career?
I think it's always been television which has made me reach
people, lots and lots of people.
But I would say that now what is catching up very fast is the digital media. So the internet or Facebooks of the world and all of that. So that from reach point of view, but from satisfaction point of view, I would say there's a new initiative which I have started. It's called Wonder Chef, where
Wonder Chef,
where I empower women to create their own business with power of cooking.
That's interesting. Tell me more. Not that I'm going to do it, but please tell me more.
No, it is essentially where we teach women with some special recipes. So we teach them how to cook good food, and that is cooked using products which are Wonder Chef products. And so they learn those special recipes with those products, and they in turn teach same recipes what we have taught them and sell those products.
Oh, okay. So there's initiative, there's money to be made for them as well.
That's right. So they can create their own small business,
yes.
And through something which otherwise has no value. Cooking, people thought was they had to do it. It's not something. So at home you could do that. So that makes it really proud. In small villages, it's taken off, and I go to. I was in Maharashtra. We started this in Satara, for instance. And when people meet me, so now I can do this, and my husband likes me more, and this.
How lovely! What a nice feeling that must be for you.
It's always there's some story every day. which is there. At times I feel that I should capture all this, and
I think you should. I hope you're keeping a day-to-day diary of what's going on with you.
I know I should, but there's so much. It's very touching.
Right.
Very touching.
And now in terms of being creative cooks, I mean, here in India, I did hear you say that, we do tend to follow what grandmother did or what mother taught me, and therefore we lack in creativity. I mean, in a home environment.
Sure.
What's the way to foster that creativeness?
I think this has to be looked at it from a full family point of view, not just the person who's cooking. Because the cooking is influenced by people who eat that. So if there's no freedom given to the person who's cooking at home, so the person may be creative, may create something new, and if wife is cooked and husband says, oh, it's not like as good as what my mother's
mother used to make.
There goes all creativity.
Yes, that's
so
true.
I think it's a complete family's responsibility to ensure that they also get to taste something new.
Right.
I think we need to take a little bit more risk we need to build into our cooking, more adventure we need to have. We need to have more fun. I think we are keeping it too predictable, and if this continues, then this whole period, there would not be anything new. You'd be only eating what was 50, 100, 200,
That's
300
right.
years old.
Nothing new at all,
Nothing new
yes.
at all. So
talking of fun, Sanjeev, it's been fun for me to talk to you. I'm
Thank you very much,
truly grateful to you for your time, and I know you're rushing. I need to let you go. And you, our viewers, unfortunately, are going to have to let you go as well. But don't forget to keep watching us, because this is the program on which you're going to meet fascinating people. You're going to meet people who are interesting. You'll meet people who always have a story to tell us. And so until the next week, you take care. Bye for now.